I'm getting ready for my Friday night gig in the city. And the fragrance that I'm going to be wearing, it's a powerhouse. This is called Lapidus Black Extreme. I felt like going beast mode tonight. You gotta be careful with this one. You don't want to spray too much of it. The sprayer's pretty nice, by the way. Alright. First impressions, I get a sweet floral kind of tonka bean sweetness. And it's pretty strong. I just did 6 sprays. Yeah, it's gonna be like an hour before I get to the city, so it's gonna calm down by then. So I'm kind of thinking ahead of time. So on a normal instance, you don't want to spray 6 sprays of Lapidus Black Extreme. The initial impressions I get is musky, tonka bean, sweet and kind of like floral, maybe like clove, but it's actually pretty pleasant. Surprisingly so. It's a pretty pleasant scent. I'm gonna head out and I'll report back to you later on the performance. Alright, what's going on, folks? It's time for my final thoughts on Lapidus Black Extreme. This is a really hard one. It's hard to describe. It's got a lot of tonka bean, and it reminds me a lot of the tonka bean scents, like this Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. It's actually kind of similar to F Black in the tonka bean, and it also has like a peppery note to it. This Salvatore Ferragamo F Black is like bright and cheery with like fruity notes and lavender that kind of makes it fresher and brighter and cheery, bright and cheerful. This one, on the other hand, goes a different direction. It goes like more of a, the sweetness is more of like a honey, darker. It's dirtier. It's not as fresh. It's more warm. It's kind of comforting in a way. It's a warm scent. It's got a very prominent violet note that kind of gives it a tiny bit of a Fahrenheit vibe, like a tiny bit of a Fahrenheit vibe. And then it's got some woodiness to it. It's got like if you were to open up like an antique wooden cabinet, stick your nose in there and sniff, that you kind of get that vibe in the base of this. This is beast mode. Extremely strong, projects very well. You got to be really careful with the trigger. Maximum 4 sprays. 4 sprays and down. If you're not sure, go with 2 sprays or even 1 spray, because this could be very overpowering. I mean, it's beast mode, which is not necessarily a bad thing. At least I don't think it is. If it's strong, just spray less, that's all. It's dark, it's strong, it's loud. Could this be used as a clubbing scent? I would say yeah. I think it would be perfect for like a gothic club though. Like a dark gothic club. Those clubs that are just like almost like pitch black with black walls, and you have like just one strobe light on the ceiling going like that. Pop. The dry down's like the tonka bean, and the dry down gives it a nice creamy dry down. So the dry down's really nice. The initial half an hour, it's pretty strong, and it's a little cloying in the beginning. That's just in the beginning. If you overspray it, I repeat, do not overspray this. It's a really hard fragrance for me to review. There's just so much going on with like There's that little nod to like Fahrenheit, which is a welcome note. It actually gives it a lot of nice character. It's kind of like if you were to take Fahrenheit and add a bunch of tonka bean to it. I think it's a masterpiece in my opinion. It's a really great cologne. Strong, masculine, sweet. You know, it's not as much of a crowd pleaser as like a La Nuit or La Nuit de l'Homme or a Ferragamo F Black. I don't think it's a crowd pleaser, but it is better than those colognes in a sense where it's like darker and more mysterious. It's not like you're pandering to everybody around you, you know, by just trying to please everyone. It's strong, it's bold, it's loud. And these kind of scents, strong, bold, and loud, in 2017 is kind of frowned upon. It's pretty much just a cold weather scent though, cool weather. You can't really pull this off in the summertime or the warm weather. But in the cold weather, this is like a cold weather champion if you ask me. It could be very polarizing though. I personally like it, but I could imagine there are people out there that wouldn't like it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Smell you later.